middle of March 2020. Today I was gonna give you a tour of my small greenhouse. I've got a lot of plants inside the house. All of those are right now under the grow lights, and now it's time to bring those into the greenhouse. Alright, so let's take a look at this greenhouse. It's a small greenhouse, about 8 feet wide, 8 feet depth, and about 8 feet tall. We put this in the ground about three years back. 2017 is when we put this. My brother, my parents, and my wife helped me out. So it took us about 4 or 5 of us 2 days to put this together. Let's come inside and see what we have here. So this greenhouse, if you are wondering why it is so empty, it's because during the winter, during the middle of the winter, like the months of December, January, and February, it is way too cost prohibitive for me to let this run. It requires too much energy to keep it heated in the winter. So I close it down during those 3 months. And I keep it running just around March is when I start. I will put all my plants here. I will run the heating. There is a cooling unit here as well. And that will take me all the way till November. But for December, January, and February, those 3 months, I keep it closed. Just because it's way too costly to let this run. Any case, if you come inside, I'll show you what we have inside. It's just a bunch of these shelves that I had built over time. These are really just pressure treated wood that I got from Lowe's or Home Depot, 2x4, 4x4, etc. And I just sort of assembled it together. This is where I keep all my plants here. Some of them go at the bottom rack, then some here as well. These things here, I'll probably clear these up in the next month or so, take these out. Inside this, I have a drip irrigation running. As you can see, there's a plastic pipe, half inch, that comes from outside, a garden hose. And then inside this, I've got these 1/4 inch drip pipes running all the way. And then there at the end of these, I may have a few that, oh yeah, you can see, some of these are set to 1/2 gallon, some of these are set to 2 gallon, and there's a bunch of these things running all over the place. Now to keep this greenhouse heated during the winter, I have only one heater. However, and it's a small heater. However, it is extremely powerful. It has its own 220 volt connection. I had to run a 220 volt line into it. And this can run anywhere between 1000 to 6000 watts. And it has got its own temperature sensor. So if it senses that temperature goes below 55 or 65, whatever I set it up to be, then it automatically will turn on, and it can go through even the harshest of the winter. I've had success with this. Although it looks very small, it can churn out a lot of heat. So this is for the heating, and then for cooling, I have one water cooler, and that is connected through this temperature sensor. If it senses above 75 or 78, whatever I set this up to be, it will trigger that water cooler. So essentially that has, this thing is the trigger device for that cooler, whereas this heater has its own sensor built into it. So between these two devices, most of the year I'm good. If you're wondering what this hose is, this really is for if we have extreme heat, which we do sometime in the month of July and August. We live in Western Pennsylvania here, and around July and August it gets sometimes too hot. Way too hot for that water cooler. So right here I plug, I have a portable AC. Right now I have it in my garage, and I'll bring that AC and I'll plug this thing here. This is the exhaust of the AC that takes the heated AC exhaust and it sends it outside of the greenhouse. And that's for extreme heat. Between these three devices, this AC, this heater, and this water cooler, this thing is self-sufficient. And then I have this small fan that this keeps running every half an hour. It will turn on for 15 minutes, then it will turn on 15 minutes, then it will turn on again for 15 minutes. So every half an hour it's on a cycle. Then there's a few lights, etc. Oh yeah, and then for germination of seeds, like right now it's early spring. Then I have a heat pad, and right now it's set to 85 degree. And so that means if I put any of these seeds for germination, it will keep this tray and everything on it right around 85 or so. So this is just a heat pad. Yeah, those exhausts, there's a manual. Eventually I am planning to put an automatic exhaust so that it can senses the temperature and it can just open itself. However, right now I keep an eye on it. If it's too hot or too cold, then I'll come in and I'll open these windows, let the air out or let the air in as necessary. The ground itself, it's not insulated. As you can see, I just have some old carpets and tarp. Eventually I may put concrete floor, and that may help with retention of heat as well. So that's about it of this greenhouse. As I said, in a few days I'm going to move all the plants from the house and bring those here, and then I'll make another video. We have some garlic that are growing here. We had put a few garlic bulbs in September or October of prior to the winter. They have started to come out. Let me show you. I put various plants that were inside the house. These things were in the basement and they were under a grow light. They were not doing too well, but they did survive all the winter. So these are some of the new seedlings that have come in. Some squash, bitter gourd, another squash, some beans. I can see them sprouting, a few of them. There's curry leaf plant, and there's some cucumbers, marigold, oregano, some other beans around there, some peppers. There's a hibiscus here hiding over here. It's got some flowers. That's good. It survived the winter. And then we have some okra right around here. We have some beans, some more squash, some more beans. There's a parsley. This is from like last summer. Hopefully this can survive. Over here there is another parsley. This is its third year. Then over here we have a jasmine plant. Some more flowers. Some ornamentals that survived the winter, and that's our big curry leaf plant. I think with the setup now in place and the heating already in motion, I think we should be good. I will provide an update in about a month or so. We will come and check on this again and see how the plants are doing. Now, since they are not inside the basement, they are actually in a natural sunlight. They have enough heat. I think these should do well. I'll provide an update in a month or so. If you like, subscribe, share, and give me a thumbs up. Thanks.